Today's legend is Mary Polly Slocumb, Revolutionary War heroine. One of the most enduring and debated legends associated with the Mount Olive area is that of Polly Slocumb's ride to the site of the Battle of Moores Creek Bridge on February 26, 1776. The battle was fought between American and British forces during the American Revolution. The legend first appeared in the Elizabeth Elliot's novel, The Women of the American Revolution, in 1848. Elliot never met Polly and wrote the story based on information given to her by Polly's friend. The main points of Polly's story are as follows. During the night of February 26, 1776, Polly had a dream that her husband Ezekiel had been killed in the Battle of Moores Creek Bridge. She got up, handed her child to a servant, and rode her horse in the dark some 65 miles from her home about 1 mile south of Dudley to the battlefield near Curie, North Carolina. Upon arriving at the battlefield, she did not find her husband dead, but later saw him alive. She spent the day treating the wounded. That evening, she rode her horse 65 miles back to her home and was greeted by her son. In 1851, John Hill Wheeler, a North Carolina historian, repeated verbatim Elliot's account of Polly's ride in his book, Historical Sketches of North Carolina. The book gave credence to Polly's ride. Events in the 20th century added further credibility to the legend. On September 19, 1929, the federal government, in cooperation with the Mount Olive Chapter Carolina Patriots of the Daughters of the American Revolution, reinterred the bodies of Polly and Ezekiel in the Moores Creek Battleground National Park. A statue of Polly was placed atop the Women's Monument, the tallest one in the park. Grave markers for Polly and Ezekiel were placed at the monument's base. Park officials did not research the accuracy of Elliot's and Wheeler's accounts of Polly's ride and would later come to regret their actions. Some have quipped that Mount Olive gave away its only claim to fame. Although the Slocumbs never lived in Mount Olive, the town claimed them. In 1930, the Carolina Patriots chapter erected a granite monument honoring Polly's ride on what are now the grounds of Southern Wayne High School off U.S. Highway 117 alternate. The monument is near the former Slocumb home and burial ground. It serves as a permanent reminder of the legend of Polly's ride. As the nation's bicentennial approached in 1976, historians re-examined Revolutionary-era events and individuals, including Polly Slocumb and her alleged ride. J. Michael Hubble, a National Park historian, and John Baxton Flowers III, a Mount Olive historian, concluded that Polly did not make the ride to Moores Creek. Flowers wrote, "There is not a serious historian in North Carolina who gives any credence to the story, and the facts do not coincide with the legend. The facts that disprove Polly's ride are as follows. Polly was 16 years old at the time of her alleged ride. It is possible, but highly unlikely, that such a young girl could have ridden a horse about 130 miles the same day in the dark. Ezekiel was not even at the Battle of Moores Creek Bridge in 1776. His first military service did not begin until April 1780, 4 years later. The child that Polly said she handed to the servant was Jessie, who was not born until 1780. The Slocumbs did not live near Dudley until after 1780, so Polly couldn't have ridden from there in 1776. Lastly, Polly and Ezekiel were not known to have been married in 1776. Although it is well established that Polly did not make the ride to the Moores Creek Battleground in 1776, that does not diminish the important role of the Slocumb family in Wayne County's history. Polly Slocumb was reported to have been a fine woman, devoted wife and mother, and a credit to her community. Ezekiel Slocumb served in the North Carolina militia between 1780 and 1781 during the American Revolution. After the Revolution, he served in the North Carolina militia in Wayne County and earned the rank of lieutenant colonel, sat on the Wayne County's governing body, Wayne Court, and represented Wayne County in the North Carolina General Assembly for 8 terms. Jesse Slocumb, Polly and Ezekiel's son, was elected to the United States House of Representatives in 1817 and served until his death in 1821. He was buried in the Congressional burying ground in Washington, D.C. The truth regarding Polly Slocumb's alleged ride has been revealed, as has the important role of the Slocumb family to Wayne County. Tune in next week for our 4th and final installment of Mount Olive's Myths and Legends.